All right, so now we're inside the ADU, and here is the floor plan. And as you can see in the floor plan is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom with a washer and dryer, walk-in shower, and a kitchen and a living area. So it looks like it's really well laid out. So Julio, tell me a little bit about the bedroom. So
yeah,
I see, how big is this bedroom?
So the bedroom, if you're looking at it, right now you're facing the, not a walk-in closet, but a wall-to-wall closet.
Okay, so this is,
you know,
how many feet wide is that? Like 11?
11 feet wide.
Uh-huh.
And so it's 11 by 2 the norm.
Okay.
But then what you're left for living space in the bedroom is 11 by 11.
Okay, so it's 11 by 11. That's 121 square feet for the bedroom area itself.
Yes.
So that's actually, and then it's a duplicate on this side, right?
Duplicate on the second one. Well, one thing that we took in consideration is try to use as much as no waste of space.
Right.
So we didn't want no hallways. So that's why we decided, and try to give you the best of the living space, because people, have 2 kids or so forth. You could put 2 nice twin beds, and everybody will feel very comfortable.
Right. Okay, so this side of the house is the 2 bedrooms, and if we move on this side.
So again, maximizing the space here. We have a laundry here.
Okay, so you walk right here, and so this is the work area for the laundry room.
Yes.
And so there are the connections there.
Yeah.
And then what's on this side?
You're gonna have the sink here.
Oh, so this is for the
48-inch here.
Are you doing a double sink or just a single?
I'm gonna do a double sink.
Oh, that's nice.
It's gonna be tight, but you still could fit 2 sinks on a 48-inch.
So because this is a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, then it makes sense to have double sinks so that if there's a small family living here.
Exactly.
And then here's a bathroom. So
again, no waste of space. We decided to do a pocket door instead. So using the pocket door, we don't waste space by opening it up. So now you have here your toilet here, and then you have a walk-in shower.
Right. And then the nice thing about the pocket door is that somebody can be taking a shower or using the toilet. They close the door, and then somebody could be using the sink over here.
Correct.
And then also this wall serves as a way to protect any germs from the toilet, getting close to the sink area.
Correct.
So, and what about there? Is that going to be an open space or there's a door? Oh, so it's going to be open there.
Space, yes.
Okay, great. So that's open. And then, what you were talking about, the hallway, hallways waste space, but this is a double purpose because you're using it to walk to the bathroom, and it's also the area where you used to, use the sink or use the washer and dryer. So it's really not wasted space for this small little hallway in the whole unit.
Yes.
And so if we go around the corner over here, here is where the kitchen's going to be, right?
So you have here for a small refrigerator, a small stove. We're thinking about either 24 inches or 30 at the most.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is counter space.
And then
the counter space, the kitchen, you probably put a movable island. There's a lot of those there nowadays, with your sink facing that window.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it will become your living room space. So a decent size.
Right. That's good. That's a good layout. Basically, what you've done is you split the living room and the bathroom area, and then for the living room and kitchen is open concept.
Correct.
So it makes it feel bigger, and you combine both areas. And so that's not a lot. I mean that's you're utilizing all the space very efficiently, and you do have a wall back here where you could actually use that wall to put the TV. And a couch over here. So that's one thing sometimes when you're designing a property and you put too many windows. When you have too many windows, sometimes you don't leave enough space to actually hang anything on the wall. So that's actually a very good layout. And
we did a roof, not a flat roof. We did a pitch,
Oh, yeah,
so put an AC unit, regular one. So we have the little.
So here's the attic entrance?
Yes.
Okay, so this unit is going to have a normal AC unit. And what about for heater? Is that going to have, where's the heater? Because the heater is required.
I think that's going to be in the back, if I remember correctly. But yes, so everything will be, taken care of. That's why he did it this way. One thing, if you guys have not noticed, this is a 9-foot ceiling.
Oh, 9-foot ceiling, nice.
It's not 8 foot.
Yeah.
So big space.
Oh, that extra foot makes a big difference because you'll make the space feel a lot bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that is nice.
So it is 8 feet. 9 feet, not 8 foot.
Yeah, because usually standard is 8 foot, so
Correct.
you were able to get an extra foot.
Because we did
That's
that extra
nice.
foot, we have that different type of ceiling where we'll be able to put your
ducts. Okay, so Julio, can tell me about the utilities first. Were you able to get a separate address for this unit?
I was able to. This is, they gave us the same address, but they just added a letter.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be able.
So
to
this is Unit A.
Unit A.
Okay.
The second thing also is I'm doing a separate gas meter.
Meter and a separate electric
meter.
Okay, so I see all the cabling over here. So it looks like the sub panel is gonna be on this wall, but maybe on the outside, right?
On the outside, correct.
Okay. So as you guys can see, there's all the wiring coming here. And yeah, in terms of so all in your quote for when you hire a licensed contractor to do the work and you have a contract, but you didn't break down the prices, right? Is it you just have like a total price for building the unit according to the plans?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
It is separated by percentage of completion. So
the payments are based on completed work or past inspection.
When we started the floor plans, is once we do the floor plans for permits and submit them, you pay X amount of dollars.
I see.
When you start the foundation, the foundation gets approved, you pay X amount of dollars.
Okay, that's good.
So it's broken down by about 7 to 8 different payments.
Okay, that's good. Let's go take a look at where the electrical and the gas meter are gonna go. So let's go outside and take a look at that. Okay, so we're in the outside of the ADU, and so it's gonna be hard to tell, but basically all of the wet areas are on this side, on this wall. So they had to dig a trench here.
All the way down. To the front.
All the way to the front. So from the back of the property to the front to connect it to the main sewer lines.
Yes, you cannot connect to. So if you do an ADU, the city of Downey will not allow you to use the same drain that
you can connect to the main house. You have to go to the front
of the house. So.
And so let's go look where the electrical wires are coming in. So as you can see, the pole, there's a drop line coming to the main house, and then from that drop there's a meter here. So most likely they're gonna convert this to a double meter, right?
Yes,
one meter for the front, 1 meter for the back,
and then everything else.
And then the lines will go here. So they put them underground,
and we've built a trench.
And the sub panel is gonna be on the outside.
Yep.
Where's the gas line?
The gas line is the same one. It's that white gray pipe that is out there that goes all the way.
So it's in the same trench.
Same trench.
And then here's a gas meter. And then what you're saying is that you're looking right now. You're working with a gas company to put a separate meter for the rear unit.
Correct. Yeah. There's online. You go online and you send your new construction. You put in an application.
Okay, so you were saying about the gas application, you go online?
You go online and you apply for a new meter, and you say it's new construction, and don't get scared when you go in there, because they say, oh, do this calculation and so forth. The calculation tells you it's like $10,000, but that's you hook up to the main on the outside.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So what they really is, if you take a look at that gray pipe, they need to let me know how much it's going to cost to put a second meter from that gray pipe.
Oh, I see. So yes. That's going to the back unit, and then you have to figure out.
I did it about 2 weeks ago, and they called me. They said I received the application. The next step is we'll let you know when we could go out there. Right now I got my appointment for the 29th, and they'll let me know what is that going to be, that cost. The only thing they suggest is that we cannot put a meter 12 inches
below
any
the window. Okay.
So I'm hoping that either I have to extend it over here to the right, or I have the garage. I don't see a problem. So I think it'll be easy. And I already did the trench. I already built all it is the meter that they got to give me. So I'm hoping that that's below, $400 or $500, I think.
And I have a question about, did the city have any limits or restrictions on the size of the ADU based on, like, how big is the main house? Because the main house is also only 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, the main house is 2 bed. It's 950 square feet. They didn't tell me no big out. The only thing I have heard in the city of Downey is anything over I think it's if you go 3,000 square feet, you need to have enough parking space.
Oh, I see.
But because this is not, both adding these two together is no more than, you got 9 plus 6 is 1,500.
Yeah.
My 1-car garage and my driveway is no problem. I don't have to add in no more parking space.
So they didn't ask you to add parking space. They didn't charge you extra because it's more than 50% of the main. So that's actually pretty flexible. So you're going to end up with basically 2 houses in a lot.
Yes.
That's nice.
So eventually what I'll do is somehow split it here with a little fence or so they could, and each one has a nice yard.
Oh, so you can separate it so that it really looks like a two units in a lot.
Exactly.
So that's nice that actually you're, you know, a lot of times it depends on what the lot is able to do. But, you know, the way your lot was set up before, you had a huge back area that was basically unused.
Yes.
Yeah. That is nice. So, for anybody that's out there thinking of doing an ADU, do you have any, were there any like super big issues that you've run into or some words of advice you have for people?
Well, I think not issues, is trying to find the right contractor, right? There are contractors there that are good. You know, I just been working with this gentleman. They has done other work for me, you know, for my regular house when I bought my house. So I used them, and he did. He started doing. He does that on the side with somebody else, with a realtor guy, and then he did the construction for my friends. And I saw that what he did, the final product, and everything has changed. And my friend was just doing a regular back home, not an ADU, and then the law changed. I said, I got to take advantage of it.
Right.
So, you know, dealing with the right contractor, have patience, and, you know, be ready for anything. New construction is much easier than trying to do a remodel. So new construction, much easier to work with. You know, less things that you have to think about.
And you didn't have to get a structural engineer, right?
No structural engineer. No.
Just the blueprints and the energy report that came with those. And that was it. Okay.
And as a matter of fact, they didn't even, for now, when we put the application, they didn't ask me for solar panel.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, because some cities are asking new construction requires solar, so they didn't even require you to do solar.
Of course, I put my application in 2021, so I don't know what 2022 has now, but yes.
No, this is nice. So, and again, this is your rental property lot. So now you're going to have basically 2 houses to be able to rent. And, you know, at some point you're going to be able to get income from 2 units.
Yeah, exactly.
And now when you compare the back unit to the front unit, like the front unit is like 50% bigger than the back unit.
Correct.
But when you're inside the main unit, do you feel the difference, or?
I don't have to feel the product, but the only difference is that I will say is that my other unit in the front is the bedrooms they're a little bit smaller. I think they're 11
the bedrooms
by 10
are
by
smaller?
11, but you have more living space. So you got a family
bigger living room,
a dining room, and a kitchen. So between those 3 areas, you got a lot more than what you have here.
I see.
And you have a hallway to get to the bedroom, so a lot of waste space.
Right. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the house in the front was built probably in the 50s.
Correct.
And when you building those normal homes, they don't think about the efficiency of the space. And traditionally, everybody would put a hallway to the bedrooms, right? And that's a lot of big wasted space. And then you use some new concepts like open space for living room and kitchen, but that is nice. So in terms of the overall duration, so you were already at a year then. When you started in last June, we're in June, and you think that it's going to take a couple more months?
Right now I have it for July, so maybe another month.
Okay.
Because right now what we have is they need to take out the last cables for the electricity. Pass inspection after they put the last 2 windows. The reason we don't have them now is because they are glass tempered, because they're next to a door.
Right.
Once those put that in, the inspector come, give it a go. We start putting the felt paper that you put in there, putting the stucco, start closing in the inside with drywall. And it's only a cabinet or 2 that I have to put for the kitchen, so that should not take that long. Everybody carries that type. I'm going with basic, and I think we should be able to meet the deadline on July.
Okay, that's good.
And I already have tenants.
Yeah, so that's nice. So I think that in general, at least what I've experienced as well, is that about a year to a year and a few months is that normally what it takes to build one of these detached units.
Correct. And now with the COVID being the numbers being lower, the inspectors are coming much quicker. Too.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you
that was
think
taking a little bit on the, especially on the floor plans. When we submitted the floor plans, they were taking forever too because people working from home and so forth.
All right, Julio. So I'm going to come back when it's completely done and ready for the tenant to move in, and then we'll show that final product.
Sounds good.
All right. All right. Well, thank you. So here we are at a new ADU construction, and I'm here with my good friend Julio, and he's gonna give us a tour and tell us about his ADU. So the first thing, Julio, can you tell us a little bit about your lot here?
Yeah, my lot here is about 6,000 square foot. I have a big backyard, as you see, and with the changes of the law about building ADUs in Downey, and a friend of mine did one, I started looking into it, especially for retirement for me. So I decided to see what kind of size can I put here in the back. Then my city will then do it, and I was able to put back here. That size is about 675 square feet.
Okay, that's pretty big. So it's 675 square feet, and it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. And why did you decide to do such a larger size? A lot of ADUs are like 1 bedroom, 1 bath. What made you decide going with a 2 bedroom, 1 bath?
Well, two things. One was because the lot was big enough, and two, for the price that I was going to be able to build this, I want a nice source of income when I retire. So my friend did build about 450, 475, and the price difference between that and the 675, it was a little bit, but I could get my money back.
Okay, so you can get more rental because it's just a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and so all right. So let's look at the outside first. So again, in the back, there's an electrical pole right here, and the regulation is that you have to have 5 feet in the back, right?
Correct.
So the setback is 5 feet in the back, and then 4 feet on the side.
And from each side, correct.
And did the city make you do like a survey for the property lines?
No.
Or a survey on the soil?
Nope. No.
None of that was required.
Basically, we did the floor plans. It did take a while, with this COVID deal. It's been taking about, I would say, 6 to 8 months between the floor plans and getting the permits. Okay,
so today is June 25th. So you started you signed the contract to start doing the unit back in.
I started for the floor plans back in June
of last year.
We got the final drawings. By August, we saw what we really liked. We submitted it, I believe, at the end of August, and we didn't get permits until the end of January of this year.
Okay. And did you overlap, like, for example, did you start the construction of did you break ground before the plans were completed?
Yes. The only thing we did is level out here so we could put
start the ground, like set up the ground.
Yeah, the footings, right?
Before the first inspection, because you can't really proceed beyond what the first inspection.
So we got all the footing ready, and once we get the final approval and permits,
the plans, then you can get the inspection.
So we get inspection right away after that. Okay.